Are shooting?
I'm afraid not, darling.
To Charlie, take two. And action.
Please, take my seat, my child.
And mine, for your companion.
May I remove your veil?
No. I do not remove my veil in public, senor.
Where is the harm? The other ladies have removed theirs.
It is not custom in Murcia, senors. We are newly arrived here.
Well, this is Madrid, senora.
In Madrid, we show God our faces when he speaks to us.
You must hush now, for here comes his vessel.
The holiest of men, and handsome too.
Beloved congregation, there are many of you here today. I see much finery. Expensive clothes, beautiful hair. But I see little holiness. I see wantonness. I see God's servants dolled up like peacocks, here, in his house, to see and to be seen. Who amongst you is truly innocent? Who amongst you has not soiled the perfect flesh gifted to you by our Lord? Some of you, perhaps, but not many, I wager. Lent approaches, a period for which we deny ourselves of everything, a time when temptation appears to us, like it did to our Lord Jesus, clothed in many appealing disguises. Why was Jesus put to such a test? It was not to test him, he's divine, he's perfect. It was to show us how to live. Temptation exists as a force, one that repels us, one that pushes us towards goodness, towards heaven. You all know my story, that I've spent my life in this abbey. I've never walked the streets of Madrid as a man. I am as pure today as the day my Creator shaped me. Do I look weak? Do I look feeble? No. I am strong because my virtue fuels me. My power is granted me by the divine. Think of the Virgin, our Mother Mary. How does she look? Beautiful, perfect. All of the blessings of the feminine with none of the faults. Her purity is power. Her radiance, her faultless complexion shows her as a weapon of God. Her innocence is strength. Are those dragged low by Satan, who feed at his trough of sin, how do they look to you? Hollow, huh? Diseased, already half dragged to the sepulchre. Look to your neighbor. Look. See the sin about their lips. Run from their iniquity. Let it compel you towards God. The holy do well to surround themselves with a city such as Madrid. Proximity to this sin makes us more holy, like like a flower growing from the grave. God's truest thrive in such a place. Look to me as your guidepost. Never have I known sin, never will I know sin. Satan's pleasures are nothing to me. They pale next to the glories of God. It's not too late for you. Give yourself fully to God, and his holy fire will cleanse you. And you too will be born anew.
She's crying. Cat! Reset. Square the Alvira's close-ups. Miss Morgana fucking pulls herself together.
We can do Marissa's shot too and leave the setup.
Hey, Cat, come and fix this.
This is a screen test for Minsky. When I call up your name, just tell us about yourself, and we will see if the camera loves you. Susie?
Hi, I'm Susie. I am a wholesome country girl who came to New York City to make it big. However, I fell in with a bunch of degenerate artists and shucksters. They told me I was going to be a star, but they only play my pictures at the Times Square movie theaters. Don't give me that look, Drella. I think this could be my big break. I intend to steal the movie.
Eddie?
I'm Eddie, and I'm told I'm photogenic on account of my big brown eyes. I'm excited to meet Douglas Simons. Seeing him in a loincloth fighting gladiators was a big artistic influence on me growing up.
And I'm Debbie.
You didn't wait your turn.
I thought you were done. You're done.
Debbie, tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm from a very well-to-do family back in France.
Faisais-tu partie de l'Ancien Régime?
Ah, ma famille a grimpé l'échelle sociale après que la guillotine eut fini son travail.
D'accord.
I moved to New York City with my brother after I was kicked out of school for trying to put on a play about the Jesus fucking Mary Magdalene. I make a lot of religious art, mostly centered on the body. I figure if God is anywhere, he isn't here. Is this a religious movie?
No, that was the last one.
Where you played the devil?
Where I played the devil.
Oh, now that is a hell I can get behind.
I think you're all wonderful. John is going to love you.
Scene 13C, take 2.
Action.
There's a lot of Frankies in New York. I don't usually ask for surnames. If you want to see Italian stuff that Billy likes to watch for.
You tell me.
Do you like to watch detective? Seems like a very detective kind of kink, but you're not bad.
Detectives don't have time for kinks.
The job is the kink.
Frankie said to her.
Still nothing?
Hey, can we go again? I was off there.
base of the...
Okay, we're in the lieutenant's office. We start on one of the Polaroids from the warehouse. We come out. And go.
They stuck these on all the patrol cars on 6th Street. It's not a good look.
They're trying to piss us off.
Well, it's working.
You like all this sort of stuff, right? Minsky, too.
What does it have to do with anything? I was there following up her alibi.
You're saying her to avoid saying her name. She's under your skin already. Yeah.
I was there following up her alibi.
Look, if you want off of this, you can. Walker can take primary.
It's clear the girl did it. Franny, her alibi's crap. A bunch of junkie artists. They don't even know what week it is. His dick was chopped off. Of course it's the girlfriend.
I deliver deliver it to the lieutenant, but hit Goodman on Franny and girlfriend.
It's clear the girl did it. Franny, her alibi's crap. A bunch of junkie artists. They don't even know what week it is. His dick was chopped off. Of course it's the girlfriend.
No, it's my case. There's no evidence she did it.
But there's none that she didn't.
All right, Goodman, regain composure. Being calm is your superpower. You got this.
So I work the case. It's what I do. If you're done wasting my time, it's what I'd like to get back to.
This is a red ball. I had the mayor and his cultural commissioner chew my ear off. Don't screw me on this one, Goodman.
I got his diary. The killer's in it, I'm sure. He was meticulous with names. There's a code in there, too. I haven't figured it out yet.
But you will. I see that in your eyes. And a Ruby?
Knock, knock. Can I borrow Detective Goodman?
Yeah, he's all yours. Ruby, who do you think off the artist?
Mr. Minsky?
Yeah.
His girlfriend?
Walker smiles at Goodman. And we cut.
The killer's in it, I'm sure.
You like art.
Rehearsal on scene 6.
The warehouse, large studio space full of art and young people. The sofa in the middle of an open space, lounging on Holly Honey, Leland Danner, and Lottie Cole. Goodman, you want Franny's alibi to check out, and you let your guard down because more people like you.
Detective Goodman.
Holly Honey,
Franny said you'd be coming.
would you be happy to answer a few questions?
Honey doesn't like cops. And none of us like cops.
Cops think we're deviants. They like to beat up on deviants.
Well, I'm not most cops.
I fucked a cop once. He stuck his stick in my ass.
So, you approve of deviance?
I like art.
You like art. If you knew about artists.
They're the worst.
Are you wearing a wire?
No, I don't need a wire. I've got a notepad.
Oh, write it down.
What?
We hate cops.
Okay, so Franny was here Wednesday night?
Oh, yes. We had ourselves a big party.
Oh, the whole night? What time did she leave?
She stayed here. On this very sofa. Bare ass naked.
Did you take any photographs of the party?
You like taking photographs, Mr. Detective? Lovely.
Well, what is it you're looking for?
Oh, thank goodness, the most uncomfortable.
Oh, I feel pretty uncomfortable.
Window across the street.
Rehearsal, scene 29.
Minsky's studio. There's a heater in the middle of the room. Goodman, you're drying out, half dressed from the chase in the rain, half in your drag from the club. Brandy approaches, wrapped in a big sheet with a bundle in her hands.
Decadence suits you.
You think Olga did it?
I lied about burning her letters. Told Minsky I did, but I kept them. Wanted to preserve her voice for posterity.
What's in them?
She loved him. She begged him to take her back. But she also remembered the bad stuff. She gave a necklace he made her as a gift to a friend. He was so angry he put a cigarette out in her face. If you look in his green portrait 32, you can see the burn mark. He painted it in. Olga was 15 when they met. In the same way he repainted and repainted to reduce his paintings to pure form, he broke his girls down until they were the forms he wanted. But when he's done with you, you have nothing left. The rest of the world is just negative space.
Was he done with you?
No. I was different. I was done with him.
You slowly, tenderly make love, sitting up in the glow of the heater. Okay, let's make this exploratory conversation. Marissa, how would you want Carl to touch you if this were you?
He should kiss my neck and shoulders, then pull my hair.
Carl, how would you want Marissa to touch you?
This is all good. I mean, let me think about it, okay?
Goodman looks out the studio window. He stops. Sees Olga in the window across the street, looking directly in the studio. Goodman is dumbstruck.
Sorry, I was trying to react.
And we cut. Get up for men.
Scene 31 through 32, rehearsal.
I'm during Mark's kiss.
Ma'am, may I offer you something to drink before we depart?
Yes. I'm used to looking at you and seeing myself. I'm not used to seeing...
Female flight attendant. You don't get to fix my line reads this time.
Well...
Don't worry, I'm not going to go all Brando on. Okay.
Get up for men.
Ma'am, may I offer you something to drink before we depart?
Yes, actually. Do you have the tea I like, the green tea?
The Sencho or the Bai Dumont?
Oh, the second one, please, and thank you.
Right away. Would you like some slippers?
Yes.
Enjoy.
Cut to a little while later.
Heather sleeps. On the other side of the plane, the bodyguard reads a paperback thriller. And cut.
How was I?
You stole our hearts.
Ja, sauer.
Scene 20B, take one.
Action.
You can't talk now. So hold up one hand for no, two for yes. Got that? It's gonna take a little while to dry. Shall we have some fun while we wait? To understand me and Minsky, you have to know what it feels like to completely give yourself over to another person. Are you ready to do that? It can be quite freeing to give yourself over to another person. Whether you live or die is in their hands. That takes a weight off. Breathing is a reflex action. We're never conscious of how close we are to just dropping dead and dying until we have to think about it. Art is about being aware of our mortality and then transcending it. You're obsessed with dead bodies. You spend all day with them. You're obsessed with the finality of death, but art is about looking beyond it. We know that death is just a transformation from one state to another. You're about to shoot a handful of your seed inside me, and that's new life, though it won't amount to much. The French call the orgasm the petite mort. And when you die, when you give yourself to another individual, you do die. As an individual, you give yourself to them. You become part of the work, part of their work, and...
5 Bravo, take 3.
Someone here already knows.
Scene 4A, take 3.
Action on background.
Wander, but let the tide pull you into frame. Action.
Someone here already knows you're dead.
Are you a buyer?
Not tonight. I'm a cop.
Marissa? Cut. Loved it. How was the Zoom?
I think you got it. Everyone freeze. We want to get some room tone before we move on.
Okay, well.
Hi. Come join me on this behind the scenes of our movie, Minsky. This is where we're shooting the warehouse, which is where a lot of the artists hang out in the story. My character Franny comes here sometimes. She's a muse and an artist herself. We've been working a lot with artists in the New York scene. They have a lot of interesting ideas about how art is made, what art is. A person can be art if they're packaged right.
I'm very excited to meet Douglas Simons. I'm a big fan.
Billy really likes gladiator books.
Tell us about Franny.
Franny is an interesting character. I think she's more of a modern woman than I am. I would like to be modern like her.
What makes Franny modern?
Good question. I think there's not... She doesn't have a single moral hang-up. She's not ashamed, and she's willing to... well, to kill the old way of doing things. She's killing it and moving on. Perhaps I shouldn't say that.
Okay, we'll strike that. How is this movie different from your first movie? Do you feel like you've grown?
Yes, for sure. Well, I think the movies are also different. In Ambrosio, I was playing someone quite radical, but she was an idea, a fantasy of a sort. But Franny, I want to put some flesh and bones on the idea. She's a human being, most of all. I think that's what makes her so modern. She's very present. She exists in the moment in a way that's hard for a lot of us to achieve.
Great. Let's cut here.
Scene 40 Delta, take... Scene 40 Delta, take 2.
Action.
Cut. 34 Charlie, take 2.
Action.
I expected you in my cell, my love.
I've not the heart for it.
What ails you? I had assumed confession would have restored your appetite.
Desist.
Hold it. Keep rolling. From the top. More sexual, Marissa. Okay? Action.
I expected you in my cell, my love.
I've not the heart for it.
What ails you? I had assumed confession would have restored your appetite.
Desist. I'm sad until then. Tonight I met a girl as pure as Ambrosia once was. I wondered what it would be to be her husband. To comfort her, listen to her jokes, to kiss away her tears. But I'm a monk. I shall never marry. To be with her outside of marriage, to use her admiration of me to work her ruin. I could never debase her innocence like that.
Like you did mine.
Get out of my cell. Get out! Prostitute.
I've been stabbed before.
That really hurts. But if you're going to kill the Mother of God, you will need a better weapon.
Again, less emotion.
That would be my...
Goodman runs out here. All right, scene 26, we'll just run through the beats here. We've come from the bathroom sex. Goodman runs out here into the club floor. Olga is already on the dance floor, headed for the back exit. Pushing past the dancers, knock left and right, struggles. Franny is behind him. Olga is out the door already. Goodman pushes off the dance floor, sprints to the door, blam! Into the alleyway. It's raining. Goodman takes Franny's hand, and they chase Olga's silhouette as it leaves the alley. Bursting onto the street after Olga, Olga heads down the subway. They chase. Goodman falls. Franny pulls him up. We cut into the subway. Goodman and Franny run out onto the platform just as the train starts to pull away. Damn it! Forget about Olga. Take a look at each other. See that it's funny. In your club clothes, half dressed, soaked to the skin.
Soaked to the skin?
All right. We're gonna cut from this to you two war.
Frankie could be a woman.
Street, looking directly in the studio.
Rehearsal, scene 29.
Minsky.
Should we right, test read for 2 of everything.
Rest in peace, tell him I'm dangerous.
I'm too dangerous for everything. All right, Marissa, you will be reading Heather. Amy, you're reading Isabella.
John wrote the part for me, so if you need any tips. Heather is you when you were younger, Maria, you as you are now.
Taken to extremes for dramatic effect. She's greeted by the beautiful Isabella, 40s, wearing a white blouse and long dress. She has the vague continental accent that could put her from anywhere.
Maria, it's such a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Isabella Hessenberg.
Isabella kisses Heather on both cheeks, squeezing her upper arms approvingly. Heather smiles, slightly uncomfortable.
So healthy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Would you like something to eat?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. I ate on the plane.
Well, have a drink.
A maid with a tray of champagne flutes steps forward. Isabella passes one to Heather, takes one for herself.
Thank you. This place is so beautiful. Did you do all of this yourself?
B. Isabella looks at her, eyes narrowed, and Heather thinks she's messed it up already. Then Isabella smiles.
No.
Bort Hansen did most of it. Do you know him? He just did Calvin Klein's Miami home?
I don't know Bort, but I do know Calvin Klein. I have some of his underwear.
Isabella laughs politely.
Well, shall I show you around?
I would love that.
The bodyguard follows with the bag as Isabella shows her 2 interior Hessenberg residence living room. A massive living room with a white grand piano and a view of the city. Isabella runs her hand along the piano.
This is beautiful. Perhaps you can perform for us here later tonight.
I'd love to, but my piano skills are a little rusty.
We'll have someone play for you.
She's sizing Maria up with her eyes.
Andrew was surprised you said yes. He was convinced something like this would be beneath you.
Oh, well...
There's no shame in doing something for the money. Michelangelo worked on commission.
That would make Mr. Hessenberg the Pope?
Andrew is no pope. And you are no Michelangelo. I mean that as a compliment. All of Michelangelo's women look like men with tits stuck on them.
And scene.
Amy, that was fabulous.
Should we go get something to eat and then have an eat? You need to go. I wish.
So I think
Fucking great from down here.
Team 3A, take 1.
All right, keep it loose, Marissa.
This is gonna be fun.
Action.
The scene's been trashed. Violent good evidence destroyed. Would everyone below the rank of sergeant clear the hell out of here? Is that understood? I want no more than 3 cops in here. That's 3 living cops and a dead body. Unless there's more. Bodies, I mean.
Oh, I wasn't...
I'm sure you weren't.
So this guy likes tits, huh? I read in the paper he was fucking his model. She's not even half his age.
Genius doesn't age.
Yeah, I bet she did it. It's always the girlfriend.
Forensics.
Sorry, Detective. I bawled them out, but nobody listened. It was like a party when I got here. I even got a hold of someone who listened with the department.
Well, the department made a pretty good mess all by itself.
I spoke to the neighbor.
The one who discovered the body?
A guy with a girl's name, Allison. So Mr. Minsky was expected at a gallery event, but didn't show, so they rang and asked Allison to call in on him.
He friendly with the victim?
Says he modeled for him.
I thought Minsky only painted women.
He's got a girl's name. Says he was booked to come around tomorrow at 2 o'clock, so he was expecting to be alive tomorrow.
Big clue.
He wasn't expecting to be murdered. Good work. Dead, naked celebrity. Paul Goodman.
There's a missing penis, too. You're Mr. Sex Murder.
bleed much.
I figure the penis was cut off after the heart had stopped beating. The real cause of death, given the nakedness and penis disfigurement, I say sexual asphyxia.
His imagination was lesser than I thought. It wasn't as great as I wanted him to be.
Are you doing both parts again?
All right.
Switch and go again. Amy, that was great. I hope.
I've not.
Nope. Well, I'm excited to see this new movie.
Well, you have to tell me what you think.
Yeah, must feel like a new start for you. Can you talk about what happened with your previous movie?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone here has read about this or heard the gossip. I was making a movie in New York.
Your first as director?
Yes. At the time, I'd done quite a bit of work as a director of photography. This was my first. It would have been a superb movie. There was an accident on set, and an actor, Carl Greenwood, was unfortunately injured and later died. After that, we felt it was in everyone's best interest that we stop the movie. We decided not to finish.
And this movie also starred Marissa Marcel, and I gather it put a stop to her career. They say she's become a recluse.
I don't want to speak for Marissa, but I think recluse may be inaccurate. Because she didn't choose to court celebrity, I just think that makes her normal. I don't really think she disappeared or anything. She just chose a different life.
Have you met with Marissa since that movie?
I have not.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a commercial here, and when we come back, we will have some amazing new music. So artificial. Hi, Marissa. How are you? Thank you. Now you must be very excited.
I am excited.
Now you look very young in person.
People always say that.
You look what, 15, 16?
Maybe.
Can we tell the people at home how old you actually are?
Yes, I'm 20.
That is correct. Now we know you from the movie that you just finished shooting. It is finished, right?
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah. If you don't know, it's a bit of a fairy tale. So Arthur Fisher, the great director, who you probably know from his movies such as Marion and The Man Who Dreamed, was casting for his new movie, Ambrosio. And so instead of casting a recognizable face, he wanted to find some fresh talent. So he put the word out and saw, how many was it, 10,000?
I think it was over 20,000.
20,000. He saw 20,000 girls, and long story short, he picked you.
Yes.
And you'd never acted before.
Not on the screen. I had done modeling, and I liked the theater. Yeah.
That is amazing. I believe we have a short clip here. Do you want to tell us what we're about to see?
Yes, so I play Matilda, and, well, I don't want to spoil things too much. She's a young woman who sneaks into a monastery disguising herself as a monk, and then there's a lot of drama and magic and intrigue.
Okay. Marissa Marcel as Matilda, a woman disguised as a young monk. Here we go.
The same magic that powers this lens can also grant you what you wish.
How so?
You remember the night that I was to die, when we took to St. Clair's sepulchre. That night, I performed a rite. I summoned a fallen angel to aid me.
What have you done?
Wow. Quite a role for your first movie.
Well, Mr. Fisher was quite the teacher.
Now I heard he can be quite demanding.
Well, you know, he has an idea of the picture in his head, and nothing is going to come between.
Exterior, Jacinta's house. The door to Avara and Antonio's home. Ambrosio steps through the door, his face concealed by a cloak. The door opens. Antonio stands there.
Father,
He removes his hood.
is it possible? You've broken your vow to soften my mother's agonies.
I was moved by your devotion to your mother, and by how attentive you are to my sermons. Is your mother awake?
Yes. Come in.
He enters. Interior, Jacinta's house. Avara's room. Ambrosio and Antonia enter. Avara lies on her bed. He's weak.
Mother, your confessor is here.
Father Ambrosio.
It is him.
Thank you, Antonia. You may leave. I will minister to your mother's soul.
Of course.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Interior, Jacinta's house. Corridor. Antonia shuts the door behind her. She's thrilled to have Ambrosio in her house. Crosses herself, turns and bends down to look through the keyhole, eye to the keyhole, watches. Ambrosio's hands on face as he listens to Avara confess her sins. His gorgeous eyes are attentive and pure. Track 2, Interior, Jacinta's house, corridor. Antonio watches, and raptured. She starts when Ambrosio is finished, stands and quickly, silently walks to her door, opens it and enters her room.
Arthur, what's Ambrosio thinking here? This is his first time ever leaving the Abbey. Am I just following my libido? Am I intending to seduce Antonia?
Don't worry too much about that. Keep your face blank so the audience can project onto it. You are their vessel. They will see you looking, and then we will cut to what you are looking at. And through you, they will see. You will be looking for them, so use your eyes. Sophia, Marissa, your job is to be looked at. Let us try. Look at Antonia. Sweet innocence. Now look at Matilda. Pure carnality. You see, you will desire what the audience desires. The more you let them use you, the more brilliant they will think you're acting. You don't need to film this. Come on.
All right.
John is paying you twice for your sale.
Okay, so the
Amy, that was great. I hope John is paying you.
Then he takes out a...
Location scout, station rooftop, scene 41.
Clear. Alone on the roof, Goodman reads the note by the pink New York sunset. Sun comes up over here.
Yep.
Okay. Then he takes out a lighter, lights it, and puts it to the paper. Uncertain, guilty, almost childlike, he burns the evidence. Silhouetted against the cityscape, he waits until the flame consumes the paper and scorches his finger. And finger and mouth to assuage the burn, he heads back into the building.
You're not as handsome as Carl, but it works.
I like it.
What happened?
How is home life? No looking at the movie camera, guys. Okay, I got this.
Scene 24, Charlie, take 7.
Action.
One more time.
Okay. Nope, I can't. My arms don't work. No,
Like this.
I can't. I can't. Please, let's sit down. Okay, God. Oh, okay. So how is home life? You've been with Mark for a while now.
Yeah, it's good. Mark is great. He's very good looking.
He is. He is a very handsome man. Now, if you guys decide to have kids, you know, they're going to be very good-looking kids. Is that something that's on the agenda?
Oh, I don't know. You know what? One cat is enough of a handful. So.
I did not know you had a cat.
I do, a her.
Okay, what is she called?
Maria. Not like...
Okay, so no. You named the cat after yourself. That shows great humility. It's probably easier to remember that way, right? Hey, when we come back, we have the stars of TV's hit new comedy. Don't go anywhere. Cut. I looked into the camera. Sorry, guys. It's a force of habit.
Let's get my close-ups. We'll have to cut to me at that point anyway. I just have one more song.
Scene 85, Bravo, take 1.
Action.
I just have one more song for you tonight. It's a cover of a song I bet you know, but I like it better like this. Anyway, thanks for coming to my set. I'm Christina Campbell. I don't have CDs or anything, but if you like my stuff, just come back and see me again sometime. I'm always here. The two of us, we should have known better. The two of us could be so much better. You and I were meant to get along, but I want to cry when we get it wrong. You and I on the edge of it all. Hold me close, baby. I go
I'd like to know completely what others so does.
Oh, who's not? Oh, det var släng. Ja, nej, no, det you know. Ja, was nowhere. All the goose name. Ja. Crazy one. I'm always here.
Synthesis.
No CDs or anything, no legacy, no recordings.
I'm always here, live forever in this moment. Okay.
Let's go again. What's wrong?
Action. People have all wondered what it is to mourn yourself.
Go beyond death and look back at existence as a stage.
Scene 59, Alpha, take 1.
Action. Go on the billboard.
She couldn't swim.
It wasn't an accident. It was a...
She couldn't swim.
It wasn't an accident. It was a...
She couldn't swim.
It wasn't an accident. Cut. Bring the billboard back up and we'll go again.
Reset the billboard.
It was a hot kiss.
Scene 30 rehearsal.
Heather, as Maria walks with her roller bag through a throng of paparazzi and adoring fans, bouncers clear the way to a secure door, which takes her to the airside counter. Then after a beat, we notice Mark.
Mark?
Hey, baby.
Are you coming with me?
No, I just wanted to see you off. Gary got me in. I'll miss you.
Oh, I'll only be gone 3 days.
Too long. Damn. I could just eat you up. Now give me a kiss. Wow. I was gonna save that for the cameras.
I should go. I don't want to miss my flight.
No way.
Of course.
Safe flight.
Bye, Mark. Christina Campbell. Maria.
Beep. Leave the bag here. We'll take care of it. Have a good flight. I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
Oh, they'll take you out to the plane.
And cut.
Should I know that the kiss is different? I mean, is it a better kiss than with Maria, a different kiss, or do I sense nothing? It's just a good kiss.
How did it feel then?
How did it feel? I was surprised. I don't usually kiss in rehearsal. It was a hot kiss.
Kiss involves more senses than penetration. It's a magical thing. I give you surprise and hotness on the day, and that works for me.
Okay.
Scene 33B, take one.
You ready, Thomas? Keep it loose. Let Marissa lead you. Action. You are nothing without me. You will always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
This doesn't feel right. Keep rolling. It's not just an argument, right? Let's take it to the bed. It's foreplay. It's a wrestling match.
Yeah, I love it.
Come down here. We're just gonna go for it. You keep up. Okay. You ready? You are nothing without me. You will always be a footnote in my biography.
You didn't create me.
Yes, I did. I found you and I made you what you are. There are millions of pretty girls and I made you singular. You are as much a creation of Minsky as all these paintings.
Without me, you cannot paint. I believe you. I believe you.
You're not who I thought you were. What I thought you were. It's a lot. What you did was horrific.
I wanted to be like you.
I thought you wanted to be with me.
It's the same.
Should I be scared of you?
This isn't the reaction that I wanted.
What happened?
The other one told me you'd disappoint me.
He's dead. I was trying to help you. I made this movie for you.
For yourself.
Pleasure was shared. Your vow of celibacy is unnatural.
Clear the set.
And wait.
Scusi. Va bene. This has been my first time working here in Italy.
Action.
Fuori Delta, take 4.
And action.
If I need you, Miss Hilder, I will call.
Ambrosio, it is not lost on me that what passion you had for me has been exhausted. I happily give up the claims of the mistress, if I may retain those of the friend. As a friend, I see that you are upset by something.
Cut.
Fuori Delta, take 4.
And action.
If I need you, Miss Hilder, I will call.
Ambrosio, it is not lost on me that what passion you had for me has been exhausted. I happily give up the claims of the mistress, if I may retain those of the friend.
Scene 1415 golf, take 3.
Action. Cut.
We get one more commitment, so if you want to go again,
Scene 1415, Charlie, take 7.
Action.
Working late tonight?
Yeah, sorry. Let me know if it's bugging you. I can turn it down.
No, I like it. I'm learning some new moves over here. Hey, what's move?
Let me know if it's bugging you. I can turn it down.
No, I like it. I'm learning some new moves.
Scene 12, Bravo, take 2.
All right, the previous scene where I identified Maria's body in motion as her essence. Now she's here, stripped to that core. Larry, keep looking at Marissa's breasts. Speak nice, but your eyes are treating her like me. Action.
I can have him bring you a hot one.
No. You brought me this. I want to savor it.
Thanks for making this work. I'm sorry it's an early morning, but it was last minute. We had to fit it in before the splash shoot.
The splash shoot is on Thursday.
Thursday is tomorrow. All day long.
I was really hoping to get into the studio tomorrow. I'm working on a new song, an acoustic thing.
Very excited about the acoustic thing, but this commercial is a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, we'll have next week free. Except Tuesday, you will be
Spit it out.
on the night show.
You booked it?
I booked it.
Oh,
You are a musical guest.
musical guest.
I'm sure we can bump you up. I'm pushing for it.
Gary.
What?
I'm promoting a huge album. Don't you play golf with one of the producers?
He's the one that got me the slot. It was hard. You just had Brittany.
Well, I'm not Brittany.
I know you're not. You are one of a kind, beautiful angel.
Cut. Going again?
Oh.
Scene 48, Riasa.
She's ill. She dreams visions of her own death.
Your concern is touching. No, I'm no prostitute. Besides, I'm a poor substitution for Antonia's unbroken purity. Substitution for Antonia's unbroken purity.
Your spell was wasted. I now have no claim to Antonia.
There is a way.
How?
Her grief, and this dream she has spoken of adds form to a plan I have considered a while. In 3 days, she will be dead to the world, but she will live for you.
What magic?
This herbal mixture, a secret of the prioress, produces in its drinker the appearance of death. Administer a few drops to Antonia. She will be thrown into strong convulsions, after which her blood will cease to flow. She will appear as if a corpse. Having no family, you may appoint yourself the superintendent of her funeral. Have her buried in the vaults of St. Clair. Their isolation and remoteness is favorable to you. Give her the drink this evening, and 48 hours after, life will return to her bosom. She will wake in your power, your slave. Necessity will bend her to your affections.
Matilda, you are a true friend.
I live to serve you.
Less subservient.
I live to serve you.
Like this. I live to serve you.
Live to serve you.
Reverse Avelia.
Reverse Avelia.
Scene 18, rehearsal. Action.
It's the real stuff. Now you know 4 of my names. I only know 1 of yours. I came to collect some clothes and toast him goodbye.
Frankie Aminsky.
Both.
What is this?
Nothing sinister. Kinky, maybe. Just a little. He used to come here and we'd have sex. Where Minsky comes from, they didn't really do this. It helped him to compartmentalize it.
Did Minsky dress up too?
Yes, he was the girl. Like all pitchers, he was really a catcher inside. When he was fucking someone, he was only really fucking himself. Everything was about him.
Did everyone know about Frankie?
No. This was something he trusted me with.
You ever wonder why he was so sure of you?
He knew I loved him in my way.
He told me you hated him.
Yes, that too. Both. You want to understand how this worked? You trust me?
What do you want me to do?
Nice. And we cut to Club 88 sequence.
We're gonna need another bottle.
Should we go again? I would like to get a close-up on my wrist.
32 Apple, take 2.
Okay. Say it again. And action. Out of body blessings, death, resurrection, Son, reconcile the glory of self, some Holy Spirit among us, forgiveness of sins. Let's go to the church, let God give you pardon and peace, and absolve you from your sins, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. Should we go again? I would like to get a close-up on my wrist. Her eyes, her eyes, her eyes. It's too much. You'll get us arrested.
Are we cutting?
Yes.
Ingen aktiva.
Rise. It's too much. You'll get us arrested.
Are we cutting?
Yes.
Scene 11, Alpha, take 3.
Action.
Raphael, what the fuck with this suit?
I told you that hair and makeup would be less frugal for the shoot.
No photos of me in this thing, ever. Okay, closed set, no cameras.
You look great.
It's not about how I look, it's how I feel. Plus, I thought the whole thing with the computers was that it doesn't matter who's in the suit. Anyone can have my body.
Well, no one moves the way you do, Maria.
You are 1 in a million.
Gary.
That's my favorite client.
Hungover. I look like a mime fell in a ball pit.
Brought your coffee. They said no liquids and no volume.
Shall we begin?
Please.
Okay. T-pose? Like this? Cue the music. Wonderful. Let's take a look. And have some fun. Wow. That right there, that's you. Nobody can copy that. Cut away all this. And inside your core being is what we are capturing. The real Maria.
Cut. All right, going again. Peter, once she's in, keep your eyes on Maria, even when you're walking away.
Once we talk about what we do backwards.
To studio.
Scene 42B, take 4.
Action. All right, I want you to run the whole movie in your head. Beginning to end. Book is born. Your memories are stronger. And waitress?
I'll take that. What are you reading?
Embezzlement and white-collar crime.
Oh, that's no fun.
They're the real criminals.
I guess I like a juicy murder.
I'm off duty. Somewhere I need to be.
Cut.
Check the gate, and that's a wrap for today.
Oh, that was so much fun. Fantastic to work with you, Mr. Greenwood.
You can call me Carl. I saw her at the gallery.
Scene 21A, take one.
You already know.
Action.
Is it against the rules to make love to a suspect?
Is that making love?
It was art. We're in a dinner. They're all zooming.
Well, we can ask.
Obsessed with developing love to a suspect?
Is that making love?
It was art. We're in a studio. Everything that happens here is art.
How many pictures of you did he make?
He wasn't counting. It's been 4 years.
Is that one you? It looks different.
No, that's Olga. You can tell because she looks sad. He always painted her sad. She was Minsky's muse before I met him. She's crazy. But she's in Moscow. Minsky sent her back home. She writes him every week. He used to make me read the letters to him. Thought I could learn from Olga's example. Even after he abandoned her, she was devoted. But her recent letters were more angry.
She talks about killing herself. Are there others?
No, he made me burn them after I read them. But she's in Moscow.
Oh, those earrings. The face. I saw her at the gallery.
You sure? Her?
Yeah, that's her. She was at the show.
Cut. That was a little off. Carl, let Marissa lead things.
We only have the ending now. Samson has been robbed of his strength. Do you feel like a new man?
I was starting to get used to the hippie look.
And now the shave. Your fans like you clean shaven?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a go? Mustn't cut his throat. We only have the ending. That's not enough. Just a nick. I'll grab a tissue.
Hey, can we go again? I was out there.
This isn't like the NBA, so they're paying me a big fee to do this.
Now she's quieted down since they brought her in.
Action. Cut.
Hail slates? Scene 10B, take one.